opinion, I believe Terence Crawford is a cut above. And I believe if they're to fight, Terence Crawford stops Errol Spence Jr.
Explosive jab to the head and the body. And
Not because Terence Crawford would knock him out or anything like that. People are, oh, he's not good. Terence Crawford can't hurt Canelo. It's not about hurting him. It's about just outboxing him and outskilling him in that ring. That's what Canelo does not want to happen. Terence Crawford beats him 8 rounds to 4 or something like that, and it looks bad.
It is nearly 3 a.m. right now as I record this video. Still buzzing, as the UK fans would say. Listen, man. Wait a minute. What is that? What is that right now? Oh, wait. Did I say that in February? Wow. There's no way I said that. Come on now. Wait a minute. What is that video about? Wait a minute. Is that when I said Canelo was avoiding Terence Crawford? Now, Canelo did fight Terence Crawford, but in that video, I outlined the reasons why it is dangerous for Canelo to fight Bud Crawford. And if y'all want to get a laugh, go ahead and check the comments in that video.
Listen, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I believe Canelo's trying to avoid Terence Crawford because Terence Crawford is a cerebral boxer. He is one of the greatest boxers we've ever seen. As in, he's got the skill and he's got the movement. He's got everything that Canelo's trying to avoid.
I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great.
Because as you guys remember, right? Could be a young Canelo, right? But you guys remember Floyd Mayweather and the way that he made Canelo look.
combination there by Mayweather, connects to the right hand. Nice right hand by Mayweather off the jab. 30 seconds left. Doing his best to do just that, but again, a quick counter left. And Mayweather smiles as he goes to work on the body. And Floyd Mayweather in the blue snakeskin counter right hand connects on the jaw of Canelo Alvarez.
You might have the same thing happen with Terence Crawford because Terence Crawford can move. He's a switch fighter. He's athletic. He can avoid punches. He can do it all in the boxing ring. And he's got enough power to keep you at bay.
Fast, explosive jab to the head and the body. And there's 7, 8. An electrifying combination.
Spence kind of overreached there with that, and Crawford saw the opportunity.
That straight left jab, which is fascinating.
Terence Crawford is a generational boxer, a boxer, sweet science, and Canelo does not want any part of that. That's my opinion. That's why I think, we're seeing Canelo avoid this fight. Whether it happens or not, I hope it happens, but I believe he's avoiding this fight not because Terence Crawford would knock him out or anything like that. People are, oh, he's not good. Terence Crawford can't hurt Canelo. It's not about hurting him. It's about just outboxing him and outskilling him in that ring. That's what Canelo does not want to happen. Terence Crawford beats him 8 rounds to 4 or something like that, and it looks
I don't
bad.
like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great.
That's what Canelo does not want people to see. Anyways, at this point, it's getting embarrassing. Like I said, just take the money and face Terence Crawford. This is a mega fight. And I believe Canelo is one of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. It's not like I'm over here, downplaying Canelo or anything like that. I just think, at least if you're going to avoid the guy, just say, hey, I don't want to face this guy. Don't give us, the wrap around it. Oh, no, he's too small or anything like that, because we know exactly why you're avoiding.
Anyways, man, it is September 14th. We are well past midnight, and Terence Bud Crawford has made history. The only fighter to be 3 times undisputed. Let me add men so that Clarissa Shields doesn't jump through this window over here. Men's boxer to become 3-time undisputed champion, jumping up basically 3 weight classes. He did stop by 154, but only for one fight against Madrimov. And I try to tell people, Don't look into that fight because Bud Crawford always steps up when it counts most. Tonight, against Saul Canelo Alvarez, Terence Bud Crawford stepped up in the biggest way of his career. He was out there looking like Sugar Ray Leonard, the only other welterweight to accomplish what Terence Crawford just accomplished. Another all-time great. And Terence Crawford also becomes one of the few select fighters. Is the few select fighters that literally can call themselves the greatest fighter of all time. The GOAT. And Terence Crawford is on that list. He's on the Mount Rushmore. A masterful performance tonight.
But in my opinion, I believe Terence Crawford is a cut above. And I believe if they're to fight, Terence Crawford stops Errol Spence Jr. Not because Terence Crawford would knock him out or anything like that. People are, oh, he's not good. Terence Crawford can't hurt Canelo. It's not about hurting him. It's about just outboxing him and outskilling him in that ring. That's what Canelo does not want to happen. Terence Crawford beats him 8 rounds to 4 or something like that, and it looks bad.
Y'all see it right there, man. Against Spence, I said it 2 years prior that when he got his hands on Errol Spence Jr., he would stop him. And 7 months ago, I said Terence Crawford was going to shock Canelo Alvarez. Like Crawford said, man, people do not believe. That's his entire career. Who's he fighting? He's fighting a bunch of nobodies. Who's a Hall of Famer on his resume? None of that bullshit matters. They literally saw what he did to Errol Spence Jr., who is going to be a Hall of Famer, by the way, right? And still said he fought a bunch of nobodies. Errol Spence Jr. had injuries, and he had the car crash, and that's why it was that way. And well, what happened tonight? That's what I want to know. What happened tonight, if that was the case? Enough. It don't matter now anyways, because Terence Crawford is going to go down as an all-time great. He is the best of this era, and he will go down as one of the GOATs in boxing. All the critics can go quiet now. Whatever they have to say, it doesn't matter anymore. He cemented himself tonight. It's over. Now, I gotta say, shout out to Canelo because he has stuck no one in his career. Maybe Benavidez, but that's a story for another day. But he has ducked no one, to be perfectly honest. All right, Canelo did not cherry pick. He didn't have to fight Crawford. He gave Crawford the chance. Canelo fought guys in their prime. He fought guys when they were at their best, and he's a mano-a-mano type of guy. You gotta show respect to that. Having said that, I'm not gonna get into it in this video, maybe in the next video. We gotta have a conversation about Canelo Alvarez's resume after tonight. We need to have a conversation. It's not in this video, but it's coming up. We gotta have a conversation because Canelo Alvarez took this risk, took this chance tonight against Terence Bud Crawford coming up. 3 weight classes. And dare I say, he completely got neutralized. And so, listen, when Canelo fought Triple G, I thought Triple G won both the first 2 fights. And then I thought Canelo ran away with the 3rd fight, right? Just being honest here. And then you got Bivol, you got Floyd Mayweather, back in the day. Even though it was a young Canelo, it still counts. These L's still count. You know what I mean? But tonight was literally, a career-defining moment for Canelo. And like I said, he got neutralized by Terence Bud Crawford. We will have that conversation. Don't worry. Anyways, I know Crawford is sitting in that locker room like number 8 Kobe Bean Bryant right now celebrating, all right? Bud Crawford, historic night, historic win, one of the all-time greats, an ultimate GOAT. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Peace.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, you keep procrastinating over and over. No, do it right now. Been all day on the phone anyhow. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.